now tuned into the flow where we talk about this and we talk about that. And if you want to know what's this and what's that, you got to stay till we time. I'm going to let you know who we got in the building. First and foremost, it's your host, Joe, Mr. Make Shit Happen.
Man. Shout out to that man.
Yes, sir. Next, we got my co-host with the most, that boy Carlos.
He was like, there we go.
And then next, we got my boy Daryl, that boy rawest man in the flesh. All right, but look, we got a special guest in the building today. You know, we got that boy Saunjae. Yes, sir.
Check him out.
Now, if y'all don't know, Saunjae is our videographer.
Yes.
And last episode, you know, or 2 episodes ago?
What?
That we had him on? Or we were talking to him 2 episodes ago?
Yeah.
2 episodes ago, you know, we kind of cut the convo a little short. And, you know, now we're going to bring out the rest of that convo. So, you know, just tell them a little bit about yourself, like how you started, where you started.
No pressure.
Yeah, so like Joe said, I'm the videographer, but I primarily focus in like photography. But yeah, so I just been, you know, kicking it with them, just helping them record the podcast, you know, just assisting them with like some good quality video. But yeah, man, a little bit about me. I'm Jamaican.
They heard that. They heard that. They said, share it with your mother. Share it with your father.
But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure to like, you know, to be a part of this family here, just, you know, recording this podcast, just vibing, you know. Yeah.
For real. Nah, he's been a great addition.
Yeah. Aside from that, I'm a dad. I'm a dad right now.
Fatherhood.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm a bit overwhelmed, but I'm good. I'm here.
Yeah.
He's a dilf.
But look, the last episode, the way it cut, it basically said you was like, yo, how's your new life being a father? And you was like, it's cool. So we was like,
yeah.
It's like, nah.
There's a lot of like ups and downs with being a parent, like that I'm figuring out right now in only 4 months. But
Time flew for real.
yeah, I think it's just it's a team game. You know what I mean? Like, so I have a really good partner. So, you know, shout out to my girl Rhea. So
Shout out, man.
Yeah. So she helped me with everything. You know, we hold it down together. So yeah, the balance has been really good right now. But you just can't. It's just so much that, you know, that just, it's like it never stops. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when it continues,
Yeah, you're like, you know, you just like, man, I'm about to turn 21, and you turn up, you're like, ooh, like, yeah, 21, ooh, like,
there.
Yeah, like, nah, it's like, bro, I just remember he was a newborn. Now he's like 4 months, just like that.
Jeez.
Bro, time just
We-
go like
For real.
that.
For real. So it's fun, but you can't lack. Like, you got to get every moment. Like,
It's definitely a learning experience. Literally, like every moment. Every moment is a learning experience.
Oh, cause you're a dad too. You have a daughter. Shout out to her daughter. Shout out to his daughter, man.
Shout out to
of
fathers.
course.
Fathers in general.
Fathers in general, yeah, man. We got good fathers. Yeah. The flow only supports good fathers, man.
Fathers, like,
That's it. But yeah, how long you been doing photography though, man?
geez, 6 years.
what was that spark that you know, that you wanted to do it? Like, yeah, this is my path.
So it's funny because I came from a time where, I don't know if you guys heard of Visco.
Nah, I never heard it. What's Visco?
So Visco is like it's an editing app. It's like the first app to ever like kind of coincide with Instagram. So they have like their own filters and everything. So with Visco, like back in the day, you could take like a regular picture, throw it in a Visco, and you can put like these filters on there. That was like one of the first apps to like put filters on everything. So I used to take a lot of pictures and upload it on Visco, and it's like Visco is like Tumblr. It's like if you know, you know. Like,
Yeah.
If you in it, you in it. And then like I really like started to just really like taking pictures. I never had anybody to take pictures though, but so I just got into it like that. Then I actually had my first camera like in college, and I was messing around. I took pictures of flowers and all that shit. And
Nature.
Yeah, like just practicing, just taking pictures of flowers, just figuring out everything. And I used to
Bring the mic a little closer.
I used to invite people to like my dorm room, like my friends and shit. Used to invite them like, yo, I need to take portrait of you, like, and I test it out, and you just say, yo, like, you should.
So what camera was that for people that actually wants to like get into it for starting wise?
Bro, Damn, I don't think we have enough time to talk about cameras. Like, I can talk about, bro, we can talk about cameras for like hours.
Right.
Just the first step when you want to get your feet wet and
Yeah,
the
like
photography.
right now?
Yeah.
Obviously, after you find, like you said, you find that spark and you get that support from your boys. I feel like that's obviously most important.
All right, so I'm gonna just go with like brand and like what camera, what lens. So to start out, I'll probably start out with like a Canon camera. Just because the menu system is way easy, super simple. It's like your iPhone. Anybody right now, I feel like any kid from like even 15 all the way up, like they could pick up an iPhone, they'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just tap, read, press, go.
Right.
It's the same thing for Canon. So Canon is like Apple for cameras.
Okay. That's a good explanation
That's
for that.
just-
yeah.
That's really
That's
clean.
just what it is, right? So I would say go with Canon. Today's day we're into like mirrorless cameras, so we don't have a like we people do shoot on DSLR, right? But it's really mirrorless. So start off, get you a Canon RP, right? That's gonna run you like
Write these
800.
down.
It's gonna run you like facts. It's gonna run you like 800. You can find something used for like 5, 6. You feel me? This is just to like play around. So you're like an enthusiast. Like you're doing it for hobby. So you're not like professional.
Right.
So get you that camera. So Canon RP, $500, right? Get you a nifty 50, which is a 50 millimeter 1.8 lens.
I thought that was a restaurant.
It is actually.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you can get that. The lens is gonna run you, if you buy it brand new, it's gonna be like 125. The RF version is 150. You can find it cheap. You could get it used. You could get it for like 100. So $600 used gear right there. Start you off. Like start taking pictures like in modern like techno like camera world, and that will get you going. If you really have the bread for it, if you got like I don't know, if you got like
Prepare
2K,
yourselves, by the way.
yeah, if you got like 2,000, if you got like 1,600, I say like 1,600. If you have 1,600, you could really jump into like professional photography off rip.
Which is crazy because like bro, people are so quick to just spend just literally $200-300
Yeah,
on
word
shoes,
though.
on
Bro,
drops. But
on
you save,
clothes, bro.
you know what I'm saying? You put $200-300 a week for
Bro.
2 weeks and you got a whole setup.
Yeah.
Bro, so I tell my girl, right? Y'all can judge me if y'all want. So I always wanted.
If you want, bro, just you could pull the mic. Just so
I
you can
always
feedback.
wanted this. This Louis V like.
Oh, like a satchel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, satchel.
That shit like I don't know, like 2K or some shit.
Yeah.
Right. So I looked
Nigga
at it.
record with the satchel.
Nah, yo, I looked at it immediately. I was like, I'm not getting that shit. Like, I look at her, I was like, I'm not getting that shit.
Yeah.
And she was like, you about to buy a camera for like $2,400. So
That's different though.
But it's so
I'm like, that's different.
That's different.
Way
though.
different.
You
That's
can
way
make that
different.
back with a camera.
That's what I'm saying, and that's how I envision it. So I'll be having like everything kind of planned out in my head. I know exactly what camera I'm buying, what specs it got, like, and how it's gonna benefit me. So, and if I'm gonna make it back, so if I spend $2,400 on it like today, I have a goal to make it back by the end of the year. So that
Okay.
way I know it's a good investment and I made like profit off of it. Yeah. Granted, I have like so far I've been blessed this year to kind of being able to balance like having a kid and actually like doing photography. So I have a good balance. So if I wanted to buy the camera now, I could just go ahead and buy it. But I feel like sometimes it's a bit hasty to just jump into stuff.
Right.
I want it to come to me like when I build up like that excitement for it.
Yeah.
Then I'll go get it. Like I don't want to just snap my fingers and just do it. Like,
Right.
There's like no motivation for that.
To-
yeah, it's no So
And
To unpack what you said, to say when you have a kid and like just to balance it, like how does that work, balancing being a father, having a partner? Then obviously on Sundays we do this, and then you also have like
Photo
your baby
shoots.
photography. And, like,
And
how do you
and
balance
work
all of that?
too,
I don't.
right?
Yeah.
Your job.
yeah.
You better start tomorrow again. So like how are you balancing all of that right now?
It just comes, right?
Just do it.
I know.
Right?
Just-
Damn.
So
Gotta get it done somehow.
the basic, so behind all of that, right? Kind of like what you need to balance out is your personal life, like with your loved one, like your closest loved one, so that that's like your girl. If you balance that out, it's a bit easier, right? Because what will happen is that if you really have somebody who really love you, you balance that out, they'll help you on the back end. So when you feel like you're overwhelmed, they'll balance it out for you. So I just kind of know. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's like
Like-
the support makes it easier because you
Yeah,
have your
for
girl
sure.
there and you have
For
like
sure.
your loved ones?
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
I could tell, like, if we, like, for example, let's say we order, I don't know, Chick-fil-A on Monday, right? Tuesday we order Chinese, and then like Wednesday come, and she's just like, I don't know, like I don't know what to eat, and I don't feel like order. Like I feel like that's my cue, and I just cook some shit. You feel me? It just
He's like,
cook it up.
it's about
yeah,
time.
Yo.
yeah, you feel me? I just cook some shit, so she don't gotta worry about it,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of figuring out like a balance with everything. Right now, I'm really home with Jace like all day, so if I know she coming home at like 4:30, like I have everything out like ready to cook. So she come home at 4:30, she just take him. Like she'll know that this
Yeah,
alright,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I'm gonna
you get
shower.
started.
Yeah, and she'll take him, and then I'll cook. And then when we cook, she'll eat. I'll take him. Shit, that'll probably be done about like 7:30. So
That's
then
tough.
she'll like, cool, like you did all of that, like you good. Go ahead, do whatever you gotta do. Pull out my computer, start editing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
back
like
back
that.
where you started when you said you was in college and you were taking pictures. Did you expect like your photography to go as far as it is and the like
Speaking of right more.
the amount you've been doing?
No. No, because with anything that's like a art or anything you have like a passion for in the creative realm, whatever it is, it normally starts out as a hobby. So you need like people around you to say, yeah, like keep going, or like, yo, Carlos, that shit is fire. Like just little compliments like that, because that's what's gonna propel you to
Yeah.
continue to do that
It's a little
hobby.
spark.
Yeah, like, and it's scary because you oftentimes find one or two people inside the same hobby that you have that already is doing it professionally or ahead of you. So it kind of hinders your ability to see yourself like grow, because you're always comparing yourself in a way to that person that already have everything set. So I didn't know where to go. Like I didn't know where it was gonna take me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like I didn't have a tutor. I didn't have a
mentor.
Yeah, mentor, none of that. So I didn't have a gateway into this community or anything of photography. So I just figured I was just gonna do it because I like it. So I continue to do it because I like it. And I really what kept me going was the reaction from people when I take the pictures. And I still get it to this day, because it's something unique about making someone happy, about doing something you like doing.
Yeah.
So
That's what keeps you in
Yeah.
there. It's like
Yeah.
it keeps you in that grind. Like, you know what,
Yup.
this was good, so you got to keep up reputation and not let that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and rep is a part of it too, but for the most part, people like the word of mouth is amazing.
Word, yeah.
Word of mouth is actually like
It's-
it's
Yeah.
powerful.
It's
For
way
sure.
better
It's
than
way
Instagram.
powerful than what you think.
Yeah, it's way better than like social media. Like social media will get you to show up in like the face of, you know, your clientele or people you want to impress, but that word of mouth is way different. Like
feel like,
word of mouth works
It's
super
like, it's
solid.
like more trustworthy too.
Yeah.
Word of mouth works super solid, and it's spread like hot fire. Like you could be popular on Instagram, but you might not get clients. Like
Yeah.
you know, like there's people who have, you know, 24K plus followers in whatever they do, but they don't get client because it's strictly around likes and comments.
Yeah.
There's people who have 600 followers, but they really out here hustling and doing what they supposed to do. So they got like clients who come like repetitively.
Yeah.
So it's really just understanding it. But for the most part, I'm a camera guy. I'm a camera fanatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like lenses. I like cameras, and the more I learn about it, the more I got interested in it, and you know, I kind of spend a lot of money on everything.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like also okay.
No, I was gonna say, how did you know you want to start as a job doing it? Because like you eventually had to switch from like being a hobby to it being like, all right, I could do this as a living, or I could do this as a job, something on the side that could eventually bring me somewhere. Like, was there like a moment where like, yo, I really could just do this? Like, where you made a couple bread, like made money off of something, and you were like, I should keep trying to do this.
You know what's crazy? I don't remember when it switched,
Right.
because it's like.
He was in tune.
Yeah,
it just
I
like-
don't
that's
remember
crazy.
when I don't remember. I think I knew when I like. So I bought my first professional lens like maybe like 2-3 years ago. It's the lens we recording on right now,
Crispy.
Which is crispy.
Crispy.
It's
Oh,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
crispy.
so-
Crazy.
bro. And it's so weird that it happened because I had a nifty 50 that I was using.
I got one of those now.
And I was so good. I was so good at using the nifty 50 to where people just, you know, like they're like, "Yo, your pictures it's good, but like, what are you doing? I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm really doing much. Like the lens was just really good. So I went out on a limb and I rented, like, that was my dream lens like back then. So I rented it and I said, all right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rent this lens, which I was nervous, right? I rent the lens and I booked a studio out in Philly and I went out there and I did the shoot and I was so blown away. Like,
Yourself.
right there at that moment, I was like, I gotta cop this lens.
Okay.
Yeah, 1,600.
So you said you rented it. You rented it at the time.
Yeah, I rented it. Yeah, I rented it first, but then I bought it for 1,600.
See, like it's crazy because like not a lot of people want to like take that risk to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rent this because you
Yeah.
feel like yourself like dang like
Facts.
without like renting somebody else's equipment like
Yeah,
to get started.
Yeah, for sure. But you should definitely.
Yeah.
You should rent anything expensive. You should. That's why you test drive cars. You gotta
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
it.
that is true. That really is true.
Right? You gotta feel it out. That's why when you buying a house, you walk through it.
Yeah.
They tell you to walk
That is
through
true.
it. Stomp on the floor. See how it sounds. Like
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
like all of that. You just gotta feel it out before you actually any investment. And I just invested in it, and that's when I figured it was real after that because I'm like, mind you, I didn't have a car, so
Yeah.
I'm here. I am throwing away 1,600.
Just cause.
That's when I knew it was like, okay, cool. You value this shit more than like anything
Yeah,
else
right.
that's going on.
Like, I really gotta do this. Like,
Yeah, and it changed. That lens skyrocketed my entire like everything.
Do you remember that first like when somebody paid you for something? Do you remember that feeling?
That first check.
And you was just like, oh snap.
I remember you telling me, we talked about it at Lewis' house. Remember we was outside and you was telling me like, yo, like I just seen I opened my thing and I'm like, yo, like I just got paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? You was like, yo, I just got paid to do something that I love doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not even working. You know what I'm saying?
Never. I did 2 shoots yesterday, like back to back.
Grinding.
Damn.
It was fun.
Grinding.
It was the most fun
This
shit.
is fun
Like,
to him. It's not even like
Yeah.
it's not even hard. This is
yeah,
fun.
it was mad fun. And after that, I drove right to my mom's crib and just chilled like for the rest of the day.
Amazing.
But it was mad fun though because like I meet so many people, so many cool people. You'd be surprised like how many people you meet and it somehow you become like cool with them and they just know you and they're like, yo, like he's cool, like he's really good at what he does. And that's all I ever want. Like I just want you to think. I just want you to know that I'm a very cool, open-minded person. You know what I mean? You can hit me up for whatever you need, photography wise, whatever.
And that goes
you
back
know
to
that.
word to mouth too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's what
facts.
you're saying.
It does.
Facts. While I
Speaking
was
of that,
shooting
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, while I was shooting with the girl, I did a shoot, like a graduation shoot at Rowan.
Tough.
While I was there doing the shoot, she had a friend. And that friend was like, yeah, I need you to take my graduation photo.
Word.
And then we moved to another location at Rowan. And then while we was there, like people just kept walking past, like, oh my God, yeah, that's nice. Everything look good. Yeah.
Bro, I
Bro,
really-
you need that dot card, cuz.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Here you go.
I got
You
it.
got it?
Yeah.
I got
Playing
that.
with this
Bro,
man,
I really
bro.
feel like people don't realize how many people also watch from the sidelines. Like they just sit back and just sit and watch you work.
Yeah. It's
And like that's what a lot of people don't realize either, because like for instance, one time I was doing like skits here and there just for fun, and like other people that hit me up that I never even like spoke to in years, and like this is, and they're saying stuff about it. I'm like, where you come from? Like,
Yeah, it's
and
beautiful,
you
bro.
see like people really watch you
Yeah.
and you don't even realize.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's what keep me going, man. Like I don't know. I'm just having fun with it right now. So it's the learning curve to everything, to the lens, to the camera. But it's just so much fun. I wish I had like more people to talk camera shit too. You know what I mean? Like somebody I just
I'm kind of there.
yeah. Nah, I really like. I feel like you developing that like really like taste for it. You got the nifty 50, so I know for sure he.
Did you ever so you never lane switched? Like, do you think you ever lane switched? Because you saying like you started 6 years ago, and you know how people got ideas and they want to like, I like doing this, but I also like doing this, and they try something else. Like, did you ever get distracted out of that lane?
I think the most I ever got distracted really is going back to school. That's the most I ever got distracted. And that's the most I ever came close.
That's a tough one.
That I really, it still bothers me unto this day because it's like a level of like reality that kind of kick in, and because I was a nursing major, right, and kind of just stopped going.
You would have never thought, right?
For real. I always wanted to do like something in the medical field, but I honestly felt like I wanted to do nursing because my mom would be like very happy that I'm a nurse. Like that's
Okay,
really
yeah.
like, and I realized that later on. That's really why I wanted to do it. Because I just knew it would make people happy. You get that stigma of like, oh, he's a nurse, and it's like, oh,
This
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
good.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all I really wanted. Like, that's it. And then I realized that like, if I ever did something different from what I love, that I always will be coming back to it, regardless.
That's kind of deep.
So,
That's deep.
Yeah, regardless, it'll always call me back. I could have a master degree, and I'll still be with
Doing
y'all
pictures.
here
Word.
Yeah.
doing this. You feel me? So it's like, what is the priority? Like, what do you really want to do? So I kind of start cutting off all the dead ends to shit that like just keep pulling me away, and yeah, I just put everything into one craft, and so far it's
So far,
doing
you
alright.
still leveling up, scaling up.
Yeah, it's doing alright. It's doing
You're
alright.
doing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
A lot
Pretty
of people we
great.
know too. They like even when we say your name,
Mhm.
they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we know Saunjae." Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah, for
like,
real.
oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, that's
he's
tough.
Good.
That's tough. That's beautiful, bro. Especially in Jersey. It's beautiful.
What do you think? Are you thinking of like becoming a mentor to some other people? Like, are you willing to offer that service? Because you know when you were coming up, you said you didn't have anyone to talk to about the camera shit or anyone to kind of go off of and things like that. Like, do you think that more in the future when you have like more time on your hands, would you be open to being a mentor? Because I'm pretty sure some people watching are hearing it and they're like, damn, like I really, really, really want to do this, but
Yeah.
but it's like damn, like I don't got no one to talk to about it. You know, some people might not have that stuff in them, but they need someone to bring it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, for real. Anybody who shot with me and they had a camera of some type, and they say, "Yo, you know, I wanted to be a photographer back in the day, or I wanted to take pictures." I always tell them like, "Yo, go ahead, like do it." Like I'm like, never too late. You do it right now.
That's what he told me,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's exactly what he told me.
Yeah, and I tell them, I'll tell you what, let's get it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and do it because everything is a learning curve. Like, you know, like if you're comfortable in whatever you're doing, I mean, you're not growing, so you stagnant. So the more you kind of ruffle your feathers a little bit, is the more you're gonna learn. So that's why I'm always like trying to do different and new things. But I would definitely be a mentor, bro.
That's crazy. Imagine Saunjae's Academy for
Saunjae's
photography.
Academy.
Nah,
like a program.
actually, so whenever I take pictures for someone, I create like personalized filters. So like I color grade the entire like picture to match what I want. Like, so let's say you have a blue hoodie on and I want to make that like, I don't know, like a brighter blue, or I want to like change the color of it. I have like these sliders that I mess with
Oh,
for
okay, that's fire.
for every photo, and I save it on my phone. So one day I'm gonna like sell those sliders, so you can actually copy and paste it like a filter.
Whoa.
So I just create a filter.
can download
Whoa. You can do an app too, bro.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna put it on my website and
Right.
sell it. So that way, if you see my photos, you like the way I like my colors look.
That's your settings.
Yeah,
itself.
my settings, you can just go in there and download it.
And
Fire.
what's your website?
It's ShotsbySaunjae.com.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna be
Go tune in.
Saying something, man.
always, bro. Oh my god. Always hitting something, bro. Fucking broke
Nah,
two
for real.
wine glasses in front of all these white people the other day, bro. Damn, it was bad. It was so embarrassing, bro.
Man, clumsy as hell. You got any other hobbies other than camera? Like other than taking pictures and stuff that nobody really know about? Like, is there anything you really be doing on your free time, or is it just straight up just camera work?
Like on my free time?
Yeah.
He's like, cameras, bro.
It's just camera.
Nah, all right. So for real, I'm pretty good at soccer. I used to play soccer.
You know what's crazy?
Soccer.
You know what's crazy? I seen the cleats and I was gonna say.
I just seen the clips too.
I was gonna say something, but then I forgot. I'm like,
I seen
Yeah,
the clips.
really?
I'm like, this
Yeah.
man be in the
You
field.
don't want no smoking the soccer, bro.
he's Jamaica, man.
Hey, listen, any day, bro. If y'all want
I
to
ain't
go
gonna lie,
to the
he will
field,
cook you in soccer.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I got long legs, bro. I don't know if
Bro,
that matters.
if y'all
but
wanna-
it might.
if y'all want to go to the field any day, just kick it. Just let me know, man. Bring
You
the
see how
speakers,
nice he talks shit. Like, you,
know.
yo, if you just want to go to the field and kick it, bro, we can.
You
know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
can.
your
You over here
ass,
like,
but
I'll beat your
Yeah,
ass.
no, like,
Bro,
nah,
what he really saying is like, bro, come to the fucking field, bro.
Yeah,
It's a
I
real
love
rap.
I love that. I love the sport. One day, like a dream job is to like be in a Premier League photographer. So I want to have like one of those big white lenses, cost like 10K
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
side.
Oh my god.
NFL be using them
Yeah.
things. They're like
Yeah.
this.
Yep, I want to be taking pictures of like my favorite like football players. I think that would be like a
Sport
dream.
photography.
That's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
Sport
that would
photography is
that would be
tough.
like a dream for me.
So I'm gonna get a little spicy with this next question, man.
I'm sure.
Uh-oh.
This guy.
Drink this Red Bull,
So
man.
look, go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
All right.
I gotta drink the Red Bull right quick.
So I want to know, like, what's the wildest thing you would really like? What's the wildest thing you would be open to do a shoot with? Like, because you know, like, camera people are in every industry. Like, they got,
Facts.
I'm gonna
Industry
say
is
it,
a
they
big
got
word.
porn. They got the PORN. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Porn industry.
Oh wait.
yeah, we-
PORN.
yeah. You know how it's gonna be like porn. It's
Yeah.
like nah. But
That is crazy. That is crazy.
So what
Put some sparkles on that.
yeah. So what's the like? Nah. But other than that, but like, what's the wildest thing or like that you've participated in like shot wise, and what's the like? Would you do the porn? Like if someone were to pay you the salary that those cameramen get, which I don't know what it is. If you could look that up real quick. Like if whatever the salary, would you be open to doing it? Like what's the figure they
He
gotta
might
give
change
you?
his mind after the numbers.
Nah.
He said, "What's your limits?"
Yeah, I would never shoot porn. I would never shoot porn.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a very so in today's day, right? There's a very thin line between, you know, like respect for your significant other and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and just work or whatever it is. It's a very thin line. You know, whenever you hit that
Limit.
line, yeah, the limit
Well,
is
so did you ever have to deny a photo shoot?
yes.
That's a better thing.
Yes.
Have you ever denied a photo shoot?
Yes.
And if what was the
Respectfully.
circumstances? If you
Respectfully.
could answer that.
A nude photo shoot.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the line.
that's
that's
it.
the line.
That's basically porn, kind of, right?
Oh no, that's like
There's actual
Nudity,
There's
like,
actual really good like photographers that that's their primary focus.
like nudity. And,
But it's a bit different when a guy's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like so there's like female artists that photographers that do like nude photos, but it's not focused around like just everything just being there. It's hidden a certain way. So
Yeah.
most of the shots are from like the side, so you can't really see like the lady's front, or it's very hidden. It's subtle.
Silhouette.
Yeah, silhouettes. It's very subtle, very nice, very elegant. But then there is that field of like weird like male
Creep.
photographers. It just
yeah,
I kind of just
That's
don't
a
want
sketchy-
to.
It's kind of like a sketchy
Yeah.
field to get
weird
into.
thing.
Do you know any like? Well, have you heard any stories of photographers
Yes.
that? Yeah,
For sure,
I could tell
Yeah,
because like
yeah.
honestly,
I hear them all the time. Cause
yeah,
I'm the complete opposite from that. So,
like from your clients or?
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No,
So
but-
they tell me. Yeah.
By the way, the salary goes anywhere up to $370,000.
So when your course coming out,
$70K a year.
so when your course coming out, so I can learn.
ShotsbySaunjae.com.
Money isn't everything.
Amen. Nah, but listen, man.
There is a lot. It just depends. You have to have some kind of moral standards too. There's a lot of things in this world where you can make money from, but is it the right money? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and it's not even like you really need it for. You have a lot more options.
Yeah, I'm
that
very-
you could do. It's not
yeah.
even like
I'm very
that's the only
comfortable.
thing
I'm
you
very
could do.
So when earlier you were talking about when you went out to, was it Philly, and you went into like you went to an event. You brought the tell us how that went. Like when you brought the camera in.
Oh,
how? Because it's like some people will do what they gotta do to get like their craft forward. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of you're willing to risk for reward. So like how did that day go?
Right. So when I rented the lens,
Yeah. No. When you talk about, remember like off camera when you said you went into an event and you snuck your camera in.
oh
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend anyone to sneak their camera into anywhere. Reason being is because my camera is really expensive. Combination of everything is expensive, lens, camera. So it's like, to me in that setting is kind of risky because you don't want anyone to like bump you or mess it up, or you know what I mean. You drop
Right.
it, you get it wet, like it's yeah. But it was a fun time.
It was fun.
I got a lot of good like photos and stuff. And,
Right.
Actually, someone did call me out on it.
Really?
Yeah, one of the guys that worked there. They were doing like a raffle, and I wanted to get a raffle ticket, so I had my camera on me. I went up to the guy. I was like, "Yo, can I get one of those raffle tickets?" He instantly shut me down. He was like, "Yo, you can't get no raffle ticket. You work here. You're a professional guy. That's a camera, right?" And I'm like, bro, I don't work here. Can I get a raffle ticket, please? He was like,
Please.
he was like, "Yo, you have a professional camera, so no, you obviously work here." And I was like, I don't know if that was cue for like, either you keep your camera, or we kick you out, or you get this raffle ticket. And I was
Right.
like, you got it.
Right.
So as I'm walking back to like where my friends were at, I saw another girl. She was giving out raffle tickets. So I asked her. I was like, "Yo, can I get one?" She just gave me one. I was like, "All right, cool. We're good." But it was cool. I just wanted to bring my new lens. I had it all day, and I kind of wanted to get some shots in like low light situations. So I was like, "Fuck it."
Do whatever for the
Let's
gram.
take
Yeah.
out.
Right.
I kind of want to bring it back to what you were speaking earlier about your
Speaking of Mike.
about your girlfriend and your son.
Mhm.
Has your goal changed at all since you became a dad? Like, have you like thought now further into your career? Like, all right, I have to get even deeper now. Like, you know, like you have to
Yeah.
dig deeper now that you're a father.
Yeah. It kind of automatically happens. So like, you would think it's like, you know, you would think it would like you write it down and you start reading. Like, nah, it just kind of just it's very overwhelming. Very
It's a push.
overwhelming. Yeah, you get this push where it's like, I don't know. It's very it's on the edge of being dangerous too.
Right.
Because you take a,
I know.
yeah, you take
I know
take
about that.
you take a lot of risk, like, you know, and sometimes as like guys we like to tell ourselves like we're doing it for them, like this is for them, and we take that risk and we do what we're supposed to do, but sometimes that can be selfish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, for example, I want to be the best I could be for my son. Like, I want my son to see me do whatever I'm doing, and just I'm the best at it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But if I want to be the best photographer, then I gotta
You gotta put the hours.
I put in the hours. I gotta be editing. I gotta be on the road, and I gotta be back. Like, but that's time away from my kid. That's time away from my girl. So it's like that hustle can be reflected as like negligence. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it's a balance to it. I try not to think about it, but it do bother you sometimes. I don't like not having nothing to do. That's just how I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a day where I'm chilling and I have zero shit to do, it bothers me because I feel like I could be doing something.
It really
Hungry.
does. It makes you feel like a bitch.
So speaking on that, when your son gets old enough, what would you kind of implement in him as he's growing throughout the stages? Like, cause you know how you say your parents, like you know you did nursing for your mom, in that aspect.
Mhm.
Like, where would you equip him for like a certain field to like kind of move into, and like, not like, however, maybe school wise, you know, if you say photography, like whatever, like how would you? What am I trying to say? Like, what would you help him in that aspect to kind of push him into? Like, since you're real into photography, would you like kind of like as he's growing,
Like,
get him
lead
into
to
it?
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
just in case he don't want to go to
Yeah,
college,
yeah.
he's like, you know how to do photos.
Right,
like, you
right.
can move right then and that. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
sometimes it's like second nature. Like, you find yourself like you're not really trying to push him to be like a photographer, but because you have all this camera stuff and you have the interest for it, you
Yeah.
find yourself like kind of having him around. Like, I'll edit and I have him in my lap and I'm, you know, kind of editing, clicking. Like, I don't know if you know what I'm doing, but he sometimes just focusing, just looking.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily pushing him to
Nah.
do that, but
Yeah.
you know, like, maybe he'll find a love for it too, like I did. Maybe he'll be even better than me.
Right.
But for your question, like, purpose, I don't think I'll push him into anything for real. Not even school.
Yeah,
Because
that's all.
the way I look at it, I'm pretty much a sacrifice to whatever he want to do. So whatever is mine is his. Whatever, you know, whatever I have on this earth is for him. So
Right.
I don't want to keep him restricted to go to school for nothing. I don't want him to think like he gotta make me impress, bring a degree home to me, like, or mom. Like, I kind of just want him to do whatever makes him happy. So,
Yeah.
you know, whatever he figures out he wants to
That's
do,
it.
like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like this generation is different too,
Very
also because it's like, you know, from our parents wise, they had to go, you know, go to school and, you know, get a job.
Very much
In that
so.
case, now we're like so advanced.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
It's so much more ways to
Yeah.
make money
Yeah.
that you don't have to go to
Yeah,
school.
for
to be a
sure. Me and my
freelancer.
girl talk
So-
about that too.
Yeah.
We talk about that a lot.
so like, it's my daughter's growing. Like, my thing is like, if you don't want to go to school, cool. Like, but
Gotta
you
be-
know,
What you
something
gonna do
has to
though?
happen.
something,
Gotta
and
be
it's so
doing
much
something.
more. Like now, like sometimes like she takes
Yeah.
pictures, so it's like,
Yeah.
okay, you want to do pictures?
Yeah.
Like as she's like getting older, we take pictures. So she's like more comfortable in front of the camera. Because you want to record,
Yeah.
cool, do it. You want to take pictures,
Yeah.
cool, do it. Like, and she
Yeah.
about to start soccer, so it's like,
Yeah. Also, never limit yourself.
yeah.
Like,
So
never limit yourself.
So
You can do
my
both.
thing is like,
Right.
as she's going, it's obviously, of course, like be so financially literate to where I could just implement that into her. Because I don't want her to just graduate and be like, damn, I don't know what to do. Stripper.
Right, right.
I'm gonna be like, are you serious? like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Because that, like, bro, I have a girl, bro, and seeing how society changed, I gotta
Yeah.
think about that, like, 100%.
No, for real, though.
Yeah.
And that's heavy in this generation, bro. Like, just videos and everything you see that pops up is females doing this, females doing that.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I could show her how to make crazy money while promoting her body, like, in that aspect. And that's
Yeah.
scary for
Yeah, and it's hard
for a
because it's
nigga,
kind of
bro,
not
like,
looked down
that's-
up, as it was before. Like,
Yeah.
before as a stripper, it was kind of like
It's
No.
yeah.
it was
but
like
that's
real
a-
crazy, but
bro,
now it's like it just
it's so much more acceptable. And I mean I wouldn't say anything like negative about it, but in terms of like it's just other ways. It's other ways.
No, it's not like
You
that's
know?
what you want to do. Cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like
But
if
as-
everyone got their own prerogatives.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
but like as you know, I'm a girl dad, and I'm in your life.
You're in her
So
life.
I'm not.
It's
Don't
different.
sit here and be like, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
a lot of girls who did it, obviously, maybe some of them they
Majority
don't
of
have
them.
that.
Majority of them.
Yeah, like they don't have that figure.
Majority of
You know what I'm saying? So they turn to
Yeah.
that. So it's like, nah,
Yeah.
we
It's
ain't
a real
doing
thing.
that, and you're not gonna
Yeah.
disrespect my name like that, cause
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's a real
saying.
thing. It's a real thing.
I feel you though. I mean, at the end of the day, like you know, it's your daughter, bro.
It's a
It's end of the day, like it's your daughter. She's,
Afuera. I said that.
yeah. It was like that's what it is, bro. I feel like some people wanna have too much of an opinion on what parents do for their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like if he doesn't want his kid to be a stripper, that's the example that we had. So I'm gonna use that. Like if he doesn't want his kid to be a stripper,
Or
then-
work at Hooters.
or work at Hooters, and shout out to Hooters, but
Borderline.
yeah.
Yo, sponsor is good.
But nah, like it's at the end of the day, that is Daryl's daughter. Jace's Saunjae's son. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever you guys want to implement into y'all kids has nothing to do with me, Carlos,
That's right.
anyone watching it. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's y'all. You know what I'm
And-
saying? So
Yeah,
like
you're
anyone
always gonna find people that's gonna be doing
Word.
that anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, you know, you kind of want to be there to say, at least I said no.
Yeah.
At least I try to steer you away. Like,
This society is like just having a kid in this era is like, I don't want to say
Scary,
dangerous,
bro.
but it's
Very
it's,
scary,
it's,
bro.
it's scary. Like
Very
you said, like,
scary,
you don't
very
know what can happen. People are getting
Yeah.
weirder. Like every
Yeah,
year, some
yeah,
weird stuff going
yeah.
on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
yeah.
it's more like
Nah.
because you know when we was younger, you know, our parents like we can go out play and stuff like this and that. Now kidnapping's getting real like
So
It's
crazy.
very,
It's getting
yeah,
real
it's out there. It's
active.
almost as if like when it happens, you're so like desensitized to everything.
yeah.
yeah.
Kidnappings, assault
Human
case.
trafficking.
Like
Yeah,
you know
all
what
that
I'm saying?
crazy
So
shit.
Like,
now is more
I saw some daycare shit the other day, and I was
Oh,
just
man.
like,
It's
kinda-
scary, bro.
it kind of didn't surprise me. Like I was like, yeah, no, because
yeah.
I don't want to. I
My
don't
daughter
want to have
on
my
daycare.
kid. No, I
Mhm.
don't want to have my kid in daycare.
Not at all.
I'm putting hands and feet on somebody.
Yeah.
Burn this out. Something getting burned the fuck down. Real shit.
Crazy. So.
I'm gonna turn to Sean Kingston. Fire burn, fire burn.
Yeah, on that. Yeah, for real. But people surprise me, bro.
Yeah,
Like even the shooting that happened in I think it was Texas,
it was Nashville.
Nashville. Yeah,
Yes.
the school shooting.
Yeah, rest. It was basically what happened was one kid went in. It was a Catholic school, and they like went in with a gun and killed 3 children and 3 teachers.
Which is crazy.
bro. Like,
And
bro.
it's just sad, bro.
Nah,
and everybody want to bring up the fact that they were like trans or whatever the hell. And I get it, whatever they want to bring up. But at the end of the day, no matter who shoots who, it's like That's the problem.
Bro, it's still
It's a-
kids. and
it
still-
kids,
Why are you
bro.
targeting kids in the beginning?
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's like it's a kid. So everyone wants to bring up that all these like rights and stuff like that just to like associate it with that
Bro, I
when it
don't
has
even-
nothing to do with that stuff.
I don't
Like,
even want to think about that. Like,
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
for the
I
mere
know.
fact that you might send your kid to school and you still,
You just might not see them when you
Your
get
kids
there.
still
bro,
not
back
even
in your
saying,
head,
yeah.
like, bro, I don't know, man.
It just shouldn't
I'll
happen.
lose it for real.
Yeah.
I'll lose it for real.
I just can't imagine, like, I mean, rest in peace to all the teachers and the children that died, because I just can't imagine what their family's going through, because they woke up that morning and was like, hey, like,
It's a regular day.
regular day, and at the end of the day, they like, you know, I don't even, you know, I don't want to get too deep into it, but
Get me an AR-15 if anything like that happens. For real, like,
It's
for real. Y'all gonna have to hunt me down, bro.
word, man.
For real. That's just, it's so much that go into it, bro. It's only 4 months and it felt like a year passed.
bro. Like my daughter will be 4 in a few months.
That is-
See,
that's
that's
like-
crazy, bro.
That is so crazy.
That is so crazy, bro.
So like I know for you, time is just
Yeah, but these are like crucial moments. It's like first time crawling, rolling. You know what I mean? Like all of that.
you're like, yo, when you learn that? Who
Yeah.
who taught you that?
Yeah, and we have such a me and my girl have such a very fun relationship too. Like we
Yeah.
can have fun.
Man, let's give it up for that,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Come on, man.
Shout out,
For
bro.
real. She'll call like I'll be home and I'll call her about everything. Like yesterday he like almost rolled and I called her like instantly on FaceTime. Like no matter, I don't care where the fuck she is. I don't care. I just called her like, yo. And she's like what? He almost rolled.
I almost did.
Yeah, look, he's over here. And he's like, I'm like,
said-
Neck loose as hell. He's
Yeah.
just like,
and she do, yeah, she do the same thing too. She do the same thing, same exact thing. But we just have fun with it because we new to it. There's no rule book to it. We just take all the advice that we could possibly get from like our parents and grandparents and stuff like that. We just take the advice. We don't have a book. We just kind of trying to do it our way. And like I don't know if y'all met my son, but he's just happy, bro.
Yeah, he's
He
such a
smiled.
happy kid.
Everybody
Yeah, we
did,
seen him
bro.
last time we
You-
recorded. Remember?
Yeah.
you kind of brought him in a little bit when the last time we
Yeah,
recorded
last
here.
time
You
we
brought him in. Yo, he looked just like
Yeah.
Rhea, bro. Rhea.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and it's like a mix of them two, but like it just his eyes make him look so much
Yeah,
more
so
like
much
her.
like
her.
Yeah.
It
Shout
makes
out
it
to
them
her.
too.
No.
It's so
It makes sense. Do you share your goals with your partner? Like, do you sit down and be like, "This is what I
Everything.
want to do. This is what I want to do." Like,
Is that important?
Everything. Yeah, everything. Even when it changed, yeah,
how often do you do that?
every day.
Every day.
Anytime it
That's
changes, I tell her, bro.
Do you-
Might be overwhelming because I just feel like I'm changing all the time. But
yeah.
yeah, it's important for her to know and like mentally I'm changing.
At
like,
least she knows herself. Like, okay, my man is doing something.
yeah.
Instead
Right.
of not doing
Yeah, I was
nothing.
gonna say, how does she really feel about that? Like,
She's supporting me. Yeah.
Right.
She's
Let's
a-
give it up for that too, man. Supportive women out here, man. I love it.
Ah,
Man,
that's,
he said,
yeah, yo,
happy
that's
relationships.
important, bro. That's important. That's the difference between like your relationship making it and failing because I feel like if you are passionate for something, you want to do something, it's very important that you have someone who will support you. They don't have to, support you in selling everything that you own to pursue this goal, but they can really like help you do it in a very strategic way to, kind of benefit the relationship or everybody as a whole. I also really feel like before you go into anything new, you just got to be careful with like sacrifices that come with it. Because I feel like the more you grow into something, the more popular you become, the more you become like it becomes a main source of income. You always lose something in that journey. It could be a relationship, it could be a hobby, something you used to do for fun. Something always goes. So you just gotta be careful how higher you go. But yeah, I definitely share everything with her. Like for real. Like it's annoying now. Like yeah, for real. Cause I was a bio major and I was like, yo, babe, I don't want to do bio. And she was like, what? She was like, you like that? And I was like, yeah, but I don't think that's me. So I dropped bio, came home to live with my mom's. And while I was home, I was like, nah, being home is not it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to go back to school. I got to do something with my life.
Yeah.
I used to do photography up north, so when I came back home, South Jersey, I didn't have any clients whatsoever. I didn't have no like close friends to where I could be like,
So it
yo,
was just all back from scratch.
yeah, I had no space to do photography or nothing.
Damn.
So yeah, I told her I was like, yo, I'm gonna go to school for nursing because I really do like medical stuff. And I did it for like a year, was pretty good at it, and then I went right back to the camera. And
Just calling your name. Man.
Yeah.
Just keep
Yeah.
coming back,
Right.
bro.
yeah, and it took off even more like at home, which is weird. So now I'm like, I need space. So we thought about like moving out.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty decent with like financial moves and stuff like that. So we just ended up. I said, fuck it, we're not gonna get an apartment. We just go for the house. So we saved up as much as we could, like in a year. So we basically treated ourselves like we were paying rent for a year, and we saved up everything for that year.
That's
enough.
smart.
That was enough to give us a down payment, but that was also enough to let us know if we was gonna able to do it on our own. So yeah, we did it. We bought this house, and now I have the space. So I went right back to photography, dropped nursing.
Yeah, drop that
nursing,
shit.
and I had the
That's a
space,
big move,
but yeah, the life journey is very interesting though. Yeah, and I still someday really regret not going to school because I kind of just want to have that degree. That way, I have some kind of not even fallback, but just something to kind of let my son understand that like, hey, you could do both. You could do 3 things at a time if you really, really put your head to it. And sometimes it don't even matter if you got it or not.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna show to your work though, like in time.
Yeah, it's ironic, man. It's very ironic because I do like these graduation photos, and
Yeah.
sometimes I think about it, and then sometimes I'm just very, yeah, like
Damn.
I see, yeah,
It
very,
happens so
Damn.
fast.
Yeah,
I
bro.
didn't
it's
even
super
think about it
weird.
like that.
Yeah.
It's super weird, bro. Like, but sometimes when I'm taking pictures of folks who are graduating, they're telling me about how they're just kind of lost. They're just kind of like, hey, I got this
That's-
degree, but like. I'm just like, what do you mean?
Like,
you just spent wasting 4 years of your life to get
Yeah.
this degree. Now you're in debt, probably like 30, 40K. Like, come on.
Sometimes
Like,
I
what's
be
up?
thinking that like some people go to school with, like see they graduated, and I'm like, damn, I could have did something. But then it's like, nah,
Yeah,
because
but
like
you-
I'm just learning myself
Yeah.
and knowing what I want to do. So it's like
Taking
I
your
know
own route.
that would have
Yeah.
so I know that would have definitely delayed what I wanted to do. Because I
Honestly,
would have been just stuck in school.
I think a lot of people that go to college just feel like that's the next step, so they have to go do it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like you
for
go
sure.
to high school, you graduate, then you go to college,
Yeah.
you get
For sure.
something, and they feel like that's what
Yeah.
they have to fulfill. Like they have
For
to
sure. And I
go
feel
on
like
that
if you
path.
don't, I feel like if you don't have a passion, like in high school, and you don't quite know, it don't make no sense. Like just go to school. Fuck it. Why? Cause this right there. In school is where I found photography. I didn't find it like in high school. I didn't
Yeah.
even know what I wanted to do in high school, so I found it at school. So colleges are really good like starting ground for networking. You could really you could end up dropping out of school because of somebody you met in school and still be successful because of just
That's
who
another perspective to look
yeah,
at.
just because of who
college
you know.
itself.
Yeah. So it's definitely one of those things. Yeah. I think I want to go back to school though. I ain't gonna lie. But I want to go back now to do like film and I want to do film
There we
and
go.
photography. Yeah, I want to someday be in like Hollywood, like you know, like how you see like the credits and it's like
Yeah.
director of photography, photography
Saunjae.
one. da-da-da. I'm trying to be that. I'm trying to be on a movie scene, like and just yeah. It's kind of like a goal too. So I kind of want to do a lot of things, man.
What age do you really think you became an adult? Like, cause you know, a lot of people think once you're 18 you're an adult, but sometimes you're 18 and you still haven't really done anything.
Bro, think back when you was 18. I was
Like-
not that adult.
When do you really think you became an adult?
I'll say when I was like probably like middle school. So it's like what?
Said middle
Trying to
school?
think. Yeah.
Middle school, it's like 12.
12?
Yeah.
Nah,
No, 13,
like
13,
12,
13.
Well,
13.
I mean, yeah, 13. That's like
That's
8th grade.
eighth
though,
grade.
going into
13,
freshman year.
14. Yeah, I
Nah,
like-
bro, he was growing
I
in
like
first,
14.
man. Stop playing with him.
I like 14, man. Yeah. The reason I said that too, that age that I became an adult, is because, like, I came from a single parent household, so
Gang.
yeah. So it's a lot when you see your mom like work all the time. So you have like a responsibility yourself too to not like. I wouldn't say mess it up, but you got a responsibility to look after her in a way. So, yeah. I found myself doing a lot of things at 14 where I was like, man, what? Like, I want to work, like, right now.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
yeah, like, because it's just her. So, you want help with the groceries. You want help with the bills. You want to cook. You want to do everything. That's how I really became an adult. So, I knew, I was like, man, look, like, as soon as I hit 17, I'm going to be doing something. That's just how I look at it.
So is your mom like because I wanted to ask you, what was your inspiration for photography? So like, is your mom, so instead of photography, like, is your mom the inspiration for like your work ethic?
Probably just fueled the fire, I think.
Yeah, fueled a lot.
Right.
Yeah, she my mom support. Like, shout out to my mom.
Shout out.
My mom like my ultimate supporter, bro. Dead ass. Like, I could be, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing crazy, but my mom would support me for everything, for real, for real.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, bro, she everywhere. I don't know who made you that TikTok, but she everywhere.
You think you let her know that enough?
Nah.
Yeah,
Let her know right now, bro.
Nah, I feel you. It's different. Like,
She know it's mutual. It's like, she know. I don't really gotta.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah. She know. She support me for everything, bro. Everything. Like, and she tell me, like, she extra, bro. Like,
all
like,
moms,
you know,
like,
moms on Facebook is different. Like, real shit. Like, yeah, like, moms on Facebook, bro, they be write the paragraph, like, right underneath your photos. Like, they'll tell you. Like,
Right.
like she
They don't care either. It's
No,
like,
she
I
don't
love
fuck.
my son. I'm gonna tell everybody I love my
She
son.
do not fucking
Amen.
care.
Yeah.
She do not care. I'm like, I find myself always conflicted because sometimes I see it and I'm like, I want to be like, Mom, you could chill. Like, you could put one comment, but like 3 back to backs, like, kind of crazy. You gotta give people a chance. Like, you look at your picture, and your mom is like number 1, 2, 3. Like, damn. I'm like, Rhea, where you at? Like, you know, you gotta add on to that. But it's fun though, on Facebook kind of thing. Like, everywhere else, it's just kind of, she just there. Like, she tell me like 100 though. She'll tell me, she's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Like, you just doing you, and
Wow.
and I'm just so happy. My mom is content, bro. I say I give my mom $100 right now. She'll slide it right under my door or some shit. She'll just give it right back to me. She don't want my. She good. So, yeah, she really do support me, and it's like, I'm glad that's not something I have to worry about. I don't have to worry about if she gonna accept me for, you know,
what you do,
for what I do or whatever. She just know. She's like, good.
I feel like that's gonna translate to your kid too.
Yeah.
You kind of grew up like that, so you understand more on his
Yep.
perspective on whatever he wants to do.
Yeah. My biggest thing with my kid is just to kind of have 2 parents. Like, I already I talked to my girl about it. We talk about it a lot. Like, it's very important for him to have both. Like,
it's different growing up.
Yeah, and I feel like if we have the opportunity to, you know what I mean, to secure that, like, I feel like we should put everything else to the side. Like, I feel like we should always put him first and put that scenario first, because it does something to you when you grow up in a single parent household.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, especially if you, like, I grew up with my dad in my life, like, half of it, and my mom for the rest of it. So I could tell you what a divorce felt like as a kid. Like, I could tell you what it looked like. Yeah, for real. At 14, I saw my mom cry, like, for the first time.
Wow.
Real shit.
I definitely could, like, relate to that, because, like, you know, you said you gotta grow up early, especially a single parent type time. Like, from, you know, like, I mean, y'all know, like, obviously my dad was killed when I was turning 9. You know what I'm saying? Bro. So it's like, from that instant, is like, you make promises to yourself that you don't expect young. You know what I'm saying? And you see for like so many years, you like, I gotta do this, and then, like, obviously you force yourself to grow up, and then at the same time you still like, you're not mature enough, so that kind of redirects you, because you think like this is the grown thing to do, and like a lot of people don't understand that, and that's why like mentoring is like really important for like a lot of people, and they don't understand and they don't want to take it or something like that. So I get what you're saying, like, and then your mom, that forces her to like really put support in you, even when you mess up and stuff like that, is like, all right, you messed up, but like, I'm still here for you type time. And then you don't realize that until like after the fact, when you make that mistake, you be like, damn, she really still like still bang with me, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't think that, you think you like a disappointment the whole time. She's like, you my son, you know what I'm saying?
I used to think that too. I ain't gonna lie.
I think we all do, bro. Like, you just, cause honestly, bro, we're real conscious of what we do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you could do something wrong, but no matter what, bro, your mom, your parent, the one that you are closest to that loves you is gonna love you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could fuck around and, you know, God forbid, kill somebody, and that person, even though you'll be in jail, they'll still like, like, damn, it's like I didn't want you there, but I'm still here. You know what I'm saying?
That's that unconditional love.
Exactly.
Yeah. I always wanted to wanted to prove people wrong, like regardless. So,
100%.
You are though, bro.
yeah,
Real
so
shit.
yeah, my mom know if I put my head to something, if I say I'm not doing it, I'm gonna do it. Like that's just what it is. Like I try not to go back on
Your
what I
word.
say. Yeah, like for real. Like it's very important to me, like to not like. I still remember my like certain shit that I promised myself.
Yeah.
Like I would never do it. Like it's just kind of like how I'm programmed. Yeah. I try not to let it offend people too much, but
Right.
it's just kind of
Crazy.
just kind of how like that's just how I am. My girl know that. Like my girl, like she'll run into certain situations like with people or at work or whatever, and she'll just because she's giving people the benefit of the doubt. Like it only take one time for me to be like, cool.
Right. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all I need, bro. That's all I need. That's all I ever need. And we joke about it because I'll be laughing at her sometimes because because I told her I be wanting her like
I
yo,
love it.
I be like so and so is gonna do that, you know that, right? She's like, I don't know, and then it happens, and she don't want to tell me because she embarrassed because I already jinxed it.
Yeah.
But that's just how it goes.
Right. So all right. So basically, like, 'cause I know time getting short. Like, the last thing I want to ask you is, your end goal, right? Let's say you hit all your marks in your life with photography and all that. What's next?
Outside
Of that, like you traveling, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's next that you think?
it's-
Obviously,
like
we're not
it's
there
max,
yet.
Like you're really doing
Like,
it,
you're at your peak now. To think here for now, what do you think is next for your next chapter?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question. It never ends, bro. It never ends.
That's what I was thinking. I feel
Yeah.
like when it's
Right.
a passion,
Never
it's-
ends, bro. Never ends.
Because I know some people like I'm gonna get here and I'm gonna do this and like sit. You know what I'm
Never
saying?
ends,
Like,
never ends.
I think it just gets to a point where like you already made it, so you don't do that. You don't do your craft as a job or hobby. Now you just enjoy it.
Yeah.
He'll probably be like 80 years old going outside taking pictures of birds.
old head.
No,
He
I
could be a
really-
bird watcher.
No, I really would.
With that long ass
yo,
lens.
He would though. That's
No,
what
I
I'm saying.
really would be, bro. That's what I
Yeah.
envision. The funny thing about it is I always wanted to work, essentially. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to have a job, a really good job. Just kind of being able to provide for me, like just make sure that I'm good all the time. I always thought about that when I was single. You know what I'm saying? Very important to me, but I always thought about retirement. And retirement is a very tricky part of an adult life, and people don't really talk about it. They kind of dread the day, like it's coming. So while you're young, you work as much as you can. You vacation as much as you can. You go back to work. You work some more. You use up majority of the time that you have in a day working. You kind of revolve yourself around work.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and you work your way up to more work, and and maybe sometimes you work your way up into a good company, and then you get additional days off, but you're still working. So you're kind of always looking for retirement to come. And what that does is that I feel like it mentally block your mind from even finding your passion. Like, so what happens is that time flows by, like 15 years or something like that, and then you looking, retirement is coming. It's like 5 years away, right? And you don't have nothing. You don't have nothing. Like, you have money, yeah, you've been working, you got something saved, but you don't have anything after retirement. Like, as soon as they stop you from working,
You
don't
stop
have
from living.
nothing. You
That's
stop
crazy.
you
A lot of
cut
people
off.
just lost
Because
afterwards.
and then
That's
even
rough.
if you go back to think about something that he was doing when you was almost 30 or when you was in your 20s, you missed out like so much information, so much clients, so much opportunity to grow and do something different that like you really just feel not motivated. That's
great,
why
bro.
and when I think about that portion of life, I'm gonna be good. Because I always feel like no matter what you do for work, it's always going to be a time where you can't do that shit no more. Even athletes got to retire and look at younger
100%.
athletes and be like, damn, like I just wish. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I just wish I could do that again. Like, but it's just all about pivoting and just doing something else like after that. So I know if I have a hobby now that I really love and I'm making a little bit of money from it and I can use that and balance that with like working in the real world, I know that I'm always going to have money coming in from photography. And then if I do retire, and put that job like to the side. I'm always gonna have money from that side. I'm always gonna have money from
Balance of both worlds,
balance
basically.
of both worlds. So to answer your question fully, for real, I think at the top of everything is kind of giving back. So I would love to just be like a teacher more than anything else, like a mentor. Kind of have the doors open, maybe have a YouTube channel or something where it's very much so just camera, very much so like an open invitation to people who want to grow. So that way I could look through the lens and be like, yo, I was 20 something figuring it out, and I was once where y'all was at. Like I was right there in that spot, and y'all can really make it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I feel like that would be the top of it. It's like, yo, what I'm doing right now, you can do it too. Just don't ever give up.
Right.
Right.
Look, it's time to tap. It's been a while. It's been a great episode. I love it, man. But let them know where they could find you on like the socials, like where your website is. Like, what's up?
All right, so it's Shot by Saunjae.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here somewhere.
Yeah, it's Shot by Saunjae. It's Shot by Saunjae everywhere. It's on TikTok, shotbysaunjae.com, Shot by Saunjae on Facebook. You really could find me on my Instagram, Shot by Saunjae.
Yeah.
All these shots who taking?
Yeah.
That's pretty much where I'll be at. I post a lot on my Instagram. I like to post inspos and inspirational like photos and stuff to kind of get my clients and also people who support me to kind of, bring them into where I'm going directionally, like when it comes to being creative. So if one day, let's say, I don't want to shoot color and I'm just shooting black and white, then I like to promote black and white stuff. So you'll see that.
I think that's a tough, like, I peep that.
I
I'm not even trying to concede it because I know y'all
we
finish
do.
it. But, like, I think
Yeah.
that's a crazy, like, a really just smart tactic you do. Because
It
since I
works.
finished post, I'm like, that nigga posted, did he do that?
Yeah, it works.
And it makes me like,
It works.
It makes you
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
like, yo, did he take this or is this like an inspo?
And then when I actually
You
post
never
something
know.
similar to it, like actually post it,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of have this remembrance, like, oh, wait, I think I saw it. Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Right.
You just like it.
that's fire. That's fire.
So
Do you have
yeah.
anything like coming soon that we gotta look out for, like any like new shoots or anything like that?
I got a couple in the tuck. I have a couple interesting shoots coming.
you gotta tune into the page.
You gotta follow that
You
boy.
guys gotta
Shots
follow
by
me.
Saunjae.
Yeah, for sure. This summer I'm gonna be in Barbados. Yeah. Yep. I got a couple clients in Barbados.
Ooh, we over the seas with it, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Come on.
They
Man.
gotta
I
have
give it up.
That's fire.
Man going out
so-
the country, man.
Right.
For sure. So yeah, it's Barbados in the summer. Most likely Costa Rica and like so yeah.
I like it, man. I just want to say thank y'all for watching. I want to say thank you to you for coming because
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
He's
It's
always
different.
behind the camera, man. We had to
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's different, yo.
he was
had to get
behind
him
the
in
camera,
front of
now
the
he in
camera.
front of the.
Yeah,
you know.
it's different being like actually like in front of the camera. Cause even when I'm in front of the camera, I'm still thinking about what the camera's doing.
You see him peeping over.
Yeah,
all
I'm
the
like,
time.
it's okay, everything's good. All right.
Yeah.
But nah, for real, I do appreciate it. Like I said, I always say this though, but like every time we do this podcast, I feel like it's just it just gets a lot of like anything that's built up, just kind of get it to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just good if just talking, bro.
It's like a detox.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a detox for real.
Especially with the
like,
guys, it's like it's regular. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We do this shit
it's
anyway.
regular.
So.
It's regular. Yeah, that's all we need to do more. For real.
Right.
Just
make sure, look.
into more days during the week.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. I'm available on Tuesday too.
Look, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to not only this channel but also Saunjae's channel because y'all gotta tune in because he also is gonna be coming out with content soon, and we might be doing content together. The two channels might collide, so
sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, might
Show
get a
some love. Bro.
Yeah, make sure you share it to everybody you guys know. Literally,
no facts.
yeah.
Yeah.
He ain't
Well,
gonna
look.
be bougie when he comes back from Barbados either.
He might be.
Definitely.
But look, you can find this podcast
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah.
you can find this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google
Yes, sir.
Podcasts, Spotify,
Yes, sir.
YouTube, and anywhere else that you get your podcast because
Yes,
this
sir.
will be everywhere. iHeartRadio as well. And look, we're also going to be opening up our venues. Like we'll be going to different places, like I said the other episode. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. 'Cause it's going to be
Yes, sir.
yeah. What happened?
Oh no, I ain't say nothing.
But yeah, gonna be weekly episodes, weekly content, and again, the merch might be coming out sooner than we think. So
Y'all just tune in.
just tune in, wait for it.
Cop the merch.
But yeah, it's time to tap. We out.